You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. Call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, you take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Cowboys. Coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 18 carries, 96 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Powers through, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
We got this.
And now Cooper, slow to get up, staying down after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Prescott now from the 50. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. On third down, it's Prescott. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 17 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He completes it to Beckham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Herbert. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. He finds his target, Beckham. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! CD. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tennessee offense set to go again. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 21. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Completion here to Claypool. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action now, Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Hunt going to run for it, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The give is to Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Herbert on first down now. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by OBJ. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Hunt.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Kareem Hunt.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
Flush to his right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is Tony Pollard. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it'll be Titan football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert looking deep for Julio. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Shark calls it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. It's caught. Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
We'll check on his status when we get back. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Kareem Hunt with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll look to throw. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now Pollard. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Still fighting for more. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now will throw here to his running back. And all the way down to the 39. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and that will come the offense as they take over. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Nothing wrong with that. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
This is caught, and he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Herbert. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing, Herbert. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And now we've got a 1-score game and at least a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Is that what we call a glimmer of hope?
Glimmer of hope.
Because they've got to get an onside kick and then find their way into the end zone before time expires. Glimmer, or what's less than a glimmer?
I don't know. You're the one that knows all the big words. A sparkle? A sparkle.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going with.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.